Hello, Tracy Grimshaw with the latest from the National 9 newsroom. 4 Victorians have been killed in an horrific crash on the Hume Highway near Yass in southern New South Wales. The 4, 2 honeymooners and an elderly couple from Altona, died instantly. In other news, work stops on a huge Victorian development in another sacred site row, and bus drivers say no to protective cages. Join me at 6.
Melbourne's leading hour of news and current affairs, each weeknight at 6 on Channel 9.
Hello there, in National 9 News tonight at 6, the growing political row in Canberra over Carlton and United Brewery's scheme to avoid sales tax on bottled beer. The brewery says it's done nothing wrong. More allegations of drug use at the Australian Institute of Sport, the inquest into the Turkish consulate bombing, and the driver who survived this spectacular crash at Daytona. Please join me at 6.
Melbourne's leading hour of news and current affairs, each weeknight at 6 on Channel 9.
Hello, I'm Cheryl Hall, and tonight in National 9 News, a terrifying ordeal for shoppers at Keysborough as police chase a gunman through a busy arcade after a bank robbery. Employers accuse the ACTU of crumbling under left-wing pressure in drawing up a new wages blueprint. Overseas, a Boeing 707 crashes into a mid-Atlantic island, killing nearly 150 people. And Richmond football legend Jack Dyer calls it a day.
Melbourne's leading hour of news and current affairs, each weeknight at 6 on Channel 9.
Good evening. Shortly, the political sex scandal that has a nation talking. Ian Smith's ex-lover gets the sack and says she'll now sue the government as well as him. Also, President Clinton raises the stakes in Bosnia. He says US troops could be made available to help the UN. The miracle of finding survivors in the rubble of the Russian quake. And Alan Bond tries to get his passport back, but again the judge says no. And in sport, AFL teams, a netball contract row, all that shortly.
This isn't show business, it's the news business. This is where the news breaks first. And this is where you'll get the big picture. 1 full hour of news at 5 o'clock. The 5 o'clock news on 10.
The United States' biggest and most powerful city has been changed forever. America, Britain and Australia have opened their war. David Brooks was felled by a single blow. Hell's Day of Judgment sparked uproar in the Bali court, morally responsible for his wife's death.
The events etched in your memory, the moment you turn to us. Melbourne's number 1. National 9 News with Peter Hitchener.
Hello there, in National 9 News tonight at 6, Melbourne's long-suffering commuters locked in the struggle to go home as a result of our latest transport dispute, with little hope of rail services until Monday. A major chemical alert in Thornbury after a cyanide spill, wage rises and consumer debt on the agenda in Canberra, and popping the question at the speed of sound. Please join me at 6.
Melbourne's leading hour of news and current affairs, each weeknight at 6 on Channel 9.
1956. People gathered in the streets for an event that would change the way we saw the world.
The Eagle has landed.
He entered the water here.
Daylight showed the extent of damage.
I love that little girl.
Worst civilian disaster. I just feel so sorry for these people.
In those first broadcasts from Channel 9, a tradition was born.
9 News scored a world exclusive.
A commitment to news gathering unlike any other network.
This is something. Been wiped out.
You take their money, you're stepping over the line. What I kiss her.
50 years of television news and current affairs. This is Channel 9.
Seized. Middle Australia on its knees. Thousands of families overcommitted, trapped. Now the banks move in, showing no mercy. The crisis gripping Australia's mortgage belt. And homemade cleaners. See how they work better than anything you'll buy in the supermarket at a fraction of the price. When Hyundai presents Melbourne's Today Tonight.
Tonight on A Current Affair, the 81-year-old who can still mix it in the ring, but he's met his match with his missus.
No, finish.
Nick, open the door, please. Thank you very much. I'm not supposed.
A Current Affair, tonight, 6:30, following National 9 News at 6.
Hello there, in National 9 News tonight at 6. Public outrage over Melbourne's 4th fatal bashing this month. A statewide police alert for 3 men who snatched a young inmate from the Winlayton Training Centre after beating up a guard. John Elliott has his say over the ill-fated Renter Stubby. Vice-Regal Bill Hayden snubbed by opposition MPs. And of course, those happy Valentines. Join me at 6 for those stories and more.
Melbourne's leading hour of news and current affairs, each weeknight at 6 on Channel 9.
Good evening. In 7 News, a Melbourne woman mugged as Australia loses to Uruguay in the World Cup soccer qualifier.
All of a sudden he just ran up, grabbed my camera out of my hand and just started running straight away for me. Ran out to him, started chasing him.
An armed robber stabbed while trying to hold up a milk bar at Epping. The TAC launches graphic new ads to try to curb our road toll over Christmas. And Mackay Diva's owner given a hero's reception in his hometown. Melbourne tomorrow, a late change for top of 27.
Good afternoon, I'm Jessica Rowe. Coming up in the 5 o'clock news, commuter chaos around the nation. Ansett passengers facing long delays and confusion as the airline crisis deepens. Tears and tributes as the crew of the American spy plane detained in China arrive home. A trawler carrying a massive load of exotic fish busted in Australian waters. Christians across the nation celebrate Good Friday. And a big start to the Easter break for Melbourne's Lion Cubs. All the details at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Tom Bennett from the 7 Newsroom. Colombian government forces have now rescued all but 2 judges taken hostage today. The drama began when 80 Marxist rebels stormed the country's justice office in Bogota. It's understood that 18 rebels and 4 passers-by were shot dead during the fighting. In other news, Treasurer Keating today hinted that the Reserve Bank may have to intervene to stop the rapid drop in the Australian dollar. Today it was worth just 66 cents US on overseas money markets. Warm, humid and some showers tomorrow. A forecast top of 24 degrees. Our current reading, 16 degrees.